Delilah, I hear you. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kimberly, welcome to my channel. So I decided that I'm gonna make a video of the things I like to watch on YouTube, the things that I normally will always go to, and that is a creepy story, and I have plenty. I'm gonna tell you guys my creepy story. I believe it happened when I was 6 or 5, around that age. I used to live in Los Angeles in a little town, Highland Park, and it was this little house. Everything was little. A small living room, small bedrooms, tiny closets, one bathroom, sort of dining room area, and I've actually sketched it out. It is a really bad sketch of it, but this is, I hope it makes sense. Am I holding it right? Yes. So I hope I get this right. This is my bedroom that I grew up in with my brother. I shared it with my brother. It was just two of us, my brother and myself. He is 3 years older than me. This here, here would have been the bathroom, and this is my parents' bedroom and the kitchen, and this is the makeshift dining area. And you could access all of these by going through, there was 2 entrances to every room. There was 2 entrances to the living room, to our bedroom, to the living room, to the dining room, to the kitchen, to the other bedroom, and just 1 entrance to the restroom. And there was a hallway right here. This was the first thing that ever happened to me that just completely made it kind of changed how I saw everything, because it was my first experience. One day, I don't remember why, but my dad unblocked all the entrances, so we were able to go through. This was just one night. We were able to go through in this like a circle, and we could have gone all the way, but we were doing this. We were running around in circles here. It was my niece, hey Karen. She and I were just having a ball running in a circle, and my dad was outside in the backyard doing a carne asada with my cousin. She's older, and my brother was somewhere there too. He must have been in the backyard as well. And my niece and I were just running around in circles. I don't know, I mean, you know how kids are, you get entertained with any little thing. So my dad had told us to go put our shoes on because the food was ready, because we were gonna go eat in the backyard. And I wasn't listening at first. We kept running, and I remember asking my niece, come with me to my room so that I could go put my shoes on. And I don't remember why she didn't. I don't think she would have not come with me. I remember I came around this way into the hallway, and when I got to the door to my room, I don't know what it was. You know, mind you, I'm 6 years old. I stop and I can't make myself go in, and I look towards my shoes, because my shoes are they were these tennis shoes. They were in between my brother's bed and my bed. They were just twin size, and I believe I drew them on here. They were like that, and then that's my drawing of the shoe. I remember staring at the shoe. I saw it, and why can't I explain it? I swear. I'm staring at the shoe. You know what? The AC finally turned off, so it's just eerily quiet now, and it's freaking me out. But so I'm staring at the shoe, and I'm like, okay, just run, grab it, and run back out. And I see the shoe it's starting to get dragged by the shoestring under my brother's bed. And I just remember looking at that and nope, there's just no way I'm going in there. There's just nope. And not happening, not gonna do it. I'll be barefoot, I don't care, I'll get splinters, it doesn't matter. I am not grabbing those shoes. And my my dad, he was like, go get your shoes, and I was like, no, you don't understand. And I was trying to explain to him, like in my little brain, how to form the words that something just took my shoe and dragged it under my brother's bed. And he wasn't believing me, of course, and he was like, come on, let's go get your shoe. So you guys, I followed my dad, you know, to my room, and one shoe stayed in its place in the middle. There was no, you know, it didn't move or anything. It was still there. And the shoe that got dragged under my brother's bed, I watched my dad pick up the little skirt to look under the bed, and there's no shoe there. So then he looks under my bed and picks up the little skirt, and he pulls my shoe out of under my bed. And that's not possible. It's not possible, because I remember it getting dragged under my brother's bed. I have to go get Delilah because she's crying. Okay, maybe I'll feel better now, just because Delilah asked to come in. Delilah's my puppy. She was outside and I brought her back in. She's in the room now, so maybe if I hear something or anything, I'll blame it on her, and it'll make me feel better. So yeah, the shoe was under the wrong bed when I saw it get dragged under my brother's, and mind you, there's no other kids around. It was just my brother, and he was for sure outside in the backyard, already sitting there you know, eating already. So it wasn't him, and there wasn't another kid that would have come in. Like, it wasn't anybody else around for that to have happened. And that was my first experience of like, just, what was that, you know, just what could make that happen? And in my little brain, it just didn't add up, you know. And that was my first experience. And I still tell my parents, like, dude, I know for a fact that that shoe was dragged under the bed, and I don't know how many times to tell you guys, to tell you in English, to tell you in Spanish. I don't know what to tell you so that you guys would have believed me. And now they apologize. They're like, I'm sorry, you know, like, we should have believed you, because we've experienced things, and even my parents have experienced things that we can't explain, and that's just life. We just can't explain everything, and there are other things that, you know, it's just how it is, and some people experience it and some don't. Because guess what, I am married now, and in the middle of the night shit goes down, and my husband never hears anything. He doesn't wake up to the weird noises, but as soon as they're happening, I'm like shaking him, and as soon as those eyes open, whatever it is stops. And it just, like, not that I want him to feel freaked out too, but it's like, it's real, it's happening, it's not me, it's real. But yeah, so I have plenty of these stories. That was my first one. Let me throw in another one just so that it's not just one story. I played, you know, the mommy game and stuff. So there was this little baby doll that I had, and it was a boy, I remember that. And I remember that this one particular night, I wasn't feeling too comfortable with the doll, and I put him down in between the beds. I don't know why this keeps happening between the beds, but I put him down between the beds and went to bed and whatever. Woke up the next morning, I was like, you know, nestled up in the cocoon, and I feel like something's in my face, something's just in my space, and I open my eyes little by little, and this doll is just laying there with me, facing me on my bed. And I was like, I was bothered because if I put him on the floor, like, he didn't fall. And I thought my parents did it. I thought my mom like saw it on the floor. I told them, hey, you know, please don't put the doll back on my bed if I put it on the floor. And everyone was confused. They were like, what are you talking about? And I remember this. We were just like, are you sure you just don't remember that you put up the doll on my face, like, or snuggled it up to me? And my brother said it, my mom said it, my dad said it. They were just like, no. I just remember thinking, why? You know, and I just started feeling less comfortable with dolls. And I don't know if I thought that the doll got up there on its own, or maybe something picked it up and put it up on the bed with me. I don't remember what I thought, but I just remember thinking, no, you're not welcome back on my bed. You know, like, I don't want you here. Just stay where I put you. And another thing, okay, this is the last one. One night, my brother and I were watching TV. It was bedtime and I was starting to get sleepy, and he had the control and he asked me, do you want me to turn the TV off? And we were little. We were maybe, he was 10, I was 7, like, we were 3 years apart. That might have been around the age we were. And there was something under these beds. There was something under these beds, because I told him, I feel like there's something under my bed. And he was like, Kim, there's nothing under the bed. And I said, there's something under my bed, Harold. And we turned the TV off, but we had the lamp in the middle on. And he said, look, there's nothing. But both of us, we didn't get up and like look. We just were looking down when a little ball, like the size of a quarter, you know, round. A little ball rose from my bed, under my bed, rolled under his bed. My brother and I screamed bloody murder, and jumped out of our beds and ran across the hallway to my parents' bedroom, and the door was locked. We were just like, no, my parents are gonna let us get killed. And yeah, we screamed and cried, and they were just like, what's wrong? You know, when they finally opened the door. And we were freaked out for a while. I remember for a while there, we had a hard time staying in our room. But, you know, finally at some point, like, not too much happened, but when it did, it was freaky like that. And putting these stories together makes me see that something was up with whatever was under our bed, because, you know, like, what? Why? And how weird that I never thought about that it always happened, like, with under our beds. That's kind of freaky, right? Like, why didn't I think of that before? And now I'm freaking myself out. Alright, you guys, well, those were my stories. I decided to go with that because there's so much stuff that I want to make videos on, and it was just like awkward for me. I don't know why I just couldn't go ahead and post the videos. I just couldn't post the videos up, and I'm sorry. I'll try to get better about not looking at the viewfinder, but it's really hard in the beginning, you know, like, I would assume everyone had a problem with that. Okay, so I have plenty of ghost stories, more having to do with the house over here. Well, the house where I lived with my parents in this other city. And then I have plenty happening now, which is kind of freaky, which is why I've also been staring at the viewfinder, because nothing better pop up back there behind me. But yeah, I am pretty convinced that I'm gonna post this. Fingers crossed, I will post this. And hopefully you guys will like it. So give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, and I will get on to making those videos for you guys, okay? So have a good day, guys.